West Ham versus Chelsea review and prediction also for other league matches. And let's go and get analysis on Chelsea versus West Ham. Now, if you check the head-to-head record between Chelsea and West Ham, clearly you see Chelsea wins West Ham more. And now, if you check by performances, now Chelsea, if you check right from the Club World Cup, you check Chelsea last 5 matches from the Club World Cup playing against PSG, Leverkusen, Chelsea is doing fine, you know. And also, I will also bring you to preview on team quality. The team what quality? You get to that. Now, Chelsea expected lineup to play against West Ham. Now I'll begin with Chelsea before going to West Ham United. Now, Chelsea is expected to still keep on with the same lineup against West Ham United. I'm not really expecting any key change because as regard Tosin just came back from injury, also a light injury, and Chalobah is still expected to be on the lineup. And now, one of the key impressive player for me in this Chelsea team is Josh Archipong, because the game he played against Mateta, and clearly he had Mateta on very key range. And this very game now, we'll be looking to see players I'm expecting to see level of improvement, because Enzo Fernandez did not really give much in this game. Kopama did not really give much, because on this very game, João Pedro is expected to get a lot of key passes, you know, to enable this guy put some balls on the back of the net. Because now this is a game in which they played against Crystal Palace, and definitely that was a big test also, because Crystal Palace takes some of the big guns down in EPL, also carry some key titles, and that's a strength for Crystal Palace to move on for the new season. After also they're losing one of the key players, Eze, to Arsenal. Now this Chelsea game is key. Let's see how it goes. I'm not really expecting much rotation for in this very game. I'm expecting the coach to give some much implementation on the final third for the Chelsea players to be able to score their goals, because clearly on this game against West Ham, Chelsea will get more possession, but when you get too many passes and you're not creating chances, taking your opportunities, West Ham can also eat you on on the counter. So let's move into the West Ham stats, and let's give you from their last match they played. And in terms of possession wise, we'll get to that, but first of all, let's look at the team quality and performances. And clearly you can see defensive wise, and West Ham is clearly shaking. That's where the key thing is for Chelsea. Chelsea need to get more you know, the quality player we have to score more goals ahead for this game. This is a tight counter, and you know they got some experience. Ward-Prowse, Wan-Bissaka, Lucas Paquet, and Jack Bowen. This is also an experienced player, an England national, and also you check bench structure. So West Ham is not really pushover for this very game, but clearly this is to be a tighter counter. Will mean West Ham definitely give Chelsea more possession, and be depending on the counter. And this counter formation West Ham is playing on is also a formation. If you playing against this team and you're not giving a proper high pressing against this team, clearly on the final third, this guy is Jack Bowen, is a player who if you get those key chances, definitely is going to bury it in the back of the net. And the Chelsea's defense, Cucurella, James, yeah, that's good, but the 5 and 6 is a big call of concern. So now this will be a key start for Chelsea, getting the 3 points and looking at to penetrate into a strong defensive West Ham team, because West Ham playing against a team like Chelsea, clearly they will play more of a defensive game and to depend more on the counter. And now I know where Maresca knows about this, and definitely looking out for Maresca idol on this very game. And I know definitely on that note, let's go and look at what Maresca would likely be offering for this very game.